My name is Vickie Muick. My love for art began when I got my first box of crayons to color in a book. My favorite color was discovered when I got my first box of 64 Crayola crayons, where aquamarine was there. And my thing was I always wanted to know how they came up with this color. Where did this come from? I could find flowers the color of carnation, or I could see ground the color of tan and so forth. Where did aquamarine come from? And I discovered that color in real life when I went to Bermuda, and it was awesome. And it was all around me while I was in a boat. Any of the watercolors is probably my favorite. Turquoise, I love turquoise. I had a teacher one year that was going to help us learn how to take notes better. And so he's had us turn in our notebooks, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I paid attention very well, but I paid attention better if I was doodling. So I tended to doodle into the margins of my paper and hit dates and certain words and so forth on the body of the paper. And he says, Vickie, come up here, please. And I did. And he said, do you know what I was talking about? And I went down the page at my doodles, and I almost told him verbatim what was going on in the whole lecture. And he goes, you're doing well, go on. And then that was the end of that. So I went on with it, even into college, did the same. I found that through all my years of doing actual art on canvas, etc., I'm a color person. I really like the color. So it's really what has the color I want to work with that day. So whether it's color pencil or paint or watercolor or just sketching. If I need color, I don't do sketching because that's graphite and it's gray. But if I need color, sometimes I just need to put my hands into color. That's when I want to paint. Some of my art, I go very zen when working on it because it's more detailed and I have to be more concentrative. And other artists just kind of like cutting yourself out and let it all come out. It's just on the canvas. The most inspiring thing to me are people and light bulbs going on when I say something or teach something that they've learned, that I've been able to contribute to the rest of their life. And color inspires me, as I've said before. Shapes inspire me. There's a lot of things, but mostly people are what inspire me. They're like the muse for me in anything I do. I read this one time and I love it so much. Wish I had written it, but I think Earth is nothing without art. It's just And I love that. But to me, art, it's an inner expression that you can have in your life that somebody else was able to present. And I also believe that art is something that's inside of everybody. And even if you can't draw a straight line, that does not mean you can't be an artist and produce art. There's a way to learn it.